Welcome to Move Well, Move Better. Happy afternoon. We're going to be working on running mechanics today. So we're going to start by looking at your leg swing. So we're just going to start by balancing on your right foot. And what I want you to think about here is the ball and the heel are moving closer together to create that foundation of support, okay? So we're starting with a leg swing, hi Laura, and bringing the knee up in line with the hip. So flexing the hip, dorsiflexion in the foot and also in your knee is flexion. And then as we extend it back, we go into triple extension. So we're extending the hip, the toes pointing back, and then the knees extending. So just slowly move back and forth. We're not looking for speed here. We're looking to understand that here, the knee is in flexion, here it's an extension, and that there's this balance between the two as we're creating stability on the standing leg, right? So just feel into that stability here. And we'll just go for another few seconds. Don't worry, we'll speed it up, but I just want to get the foundation laid first. So just notice your standing leg here and that it's becoming stronger. Your glute med is firing and you're starting to weave integrity into all those pieces and parts, muscles hugging onto bones. And this is really important. This is the foundation that we step forward from when we walk, when we run. So we just want to take time to explore this right now. And then you'll switch to the other foot. You'll come onto your left foot here. Let the ball and the heel move towards each other, okay? Find your foundation, and the knee will bend and lift in front of you, and then you'll extend the leg back. Knee bends in front, and then extend the leg back. And just notice these two extremes. You'll feel the glute fire as you extend the leg, quadricep engage as you lift the knee. Navel's pulling into spine while you do this movement. And you're just sensing and feeling the balanced action of this movement, as well as just paying attention to your standing leg. When we slow things down, that's where we really start to understand all the pieces and parts that go into the balancing. So now that we have the motion, let's just make it a little more fluid. Build a little bit more integrity into the standing leg. Little bend in the knee as you come forward, and just allowing that knee to extend as you go back. And just noticing what you notice about the movement here. Notice that left hip stabilizing. Notice the core engaging. And just feel into these two extremes. Feel the burn. Nice work. This will be what we're focusing on today, and then we'll be bringing the arms into it to understand how they aid in the process, understanding rotation. Good. Rest. We'll come onto our right foot once again. Knee is going to come in line with hip. This time we're going to open up. I think we're opening up a barn door. You're thinking about preparing to come into a tree pose. You're just opening that left knee up to the side and coming back in, and just noticing the stability on your standing leg. Notice the chest remaining tall, shoulders down and back. Nice work. Pay attention to your foot. See that the ball and the heel are moving towards each other, creating that foundation of support, even when you offer a distraction that could throw you off balance. It's understanding those pieces and parts that's important. 3, 2, rest. Left foot presses in, right knee lifts. And so then you're just letting that right knee come out like a barn door. And you're just starting to feel more stability coming in through that left hip to stabilize you. Just notice that there's this nice integrity coming from your core, stabilizing the pelvis as you press through the ball of your left foot, and you start to feel a little bit more engagement through your inner thigh muscles. Nice work, everybody. 3, 2, and rest. All right, so we're coming to the ground. We'll start with downward dog. And we're just gonna wake everything up here. So we'll press into our hands, bend the knees for a moment, feel shins move towards each other, sit bones wide, heels move towards the earth. Press again into your hands to move forward into plank. Lower knees to the earth, and then slowly bend elbows to lower to the earth. We're just gonna press right back up. Then we'll come to downward dog after we find our way to table. We'll transition forward into plank, lower knees, bend elbows, and then press back up, peeling shoulders onto back to downward dog, sliding forward to plank, knees down to the earth, gaze slightly forward, bend elbows, press, and then downward dog. Land in your downward dog. We're going to mimic the running motion by reaching the leg back into extension and then driving the knee into the chest. Reach the leg back, drive knee forward. We're just gonna stay on this one side for 45. So we're going now. Just feel that drive of the knee towards the chest, extension glute fire as you lift, reaching, doing your best to keep the pelvis level as you lift the back leg, and then driving that knee forward. Five, 4, 3, 2, rest. All right, take a little break. Bend the knees, prepare for the other side. Feel the shins move in towards each other, sit bones wide. Press hands into earth, hollow out armpits, lower heels to ground. And then inhale to reach, drive that knee forward. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, lengthening that leg, and then driving the knee forward. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, we're coming into bird dog. So quadruped, claw your fingertips into the earth, press your feet and your hands into the ground, and then extend right arm, left leg so that the arm comes in line with the ears. 2 hips are in one line. Then your elbow is gonna tap your knee. You'll reach and then tap. So you're reaching, expanding, and then hugging knee into elbow. Just continuing to create that nice line of energy and then hugging in. Your right lat and your left glute are working together to provide the support for your core to engage here. Rest. All right, coming to center, preparing for the other side, pressing tops of feet into earth, clawing fingertips, and then reaching left arm, right leg, arm in line with ear, elbow to knee. Do your best to keep that pelvis level. Getting those glutes firing, deep core stabilizers, working hard. Even the rectus abdominis is just getting a little wake-up call. Rest. Okay, coming onto your right forearm. Forearm side plank on your knees with a little clamshell. So I want you to really think about pressing into the forearm so that your ear moves away from your shoulder. And we're just looking to press into your feet, lift that top knee up, belly into spine, and slowly lower. So we're waking up both glute medius here, those muscles that stabilize your pelvis. So you should feel it in the upper left quadrant here, where my hand is. That should be engaging right now. Really keep pressing into the earth to create that length in the side body on that bottom side, and the ear away from the shoulder. Good. Other side. Press forearm into earth, come to knees, rise up into your side plank, press into the earth, and just really focus on keeping the ear away from the shoulder. Press feet into each other, lift top knee off of bottom. And just receive here, just noticing that the more that you press your feet into each other, the more muscle energy that creates, the more that you feel that right glute med fire. All the while that left glute med is stabilizing you in this side plank position. Three, two, rest. All right, let's weave it all together with a forearm plank. Thumbs are up, balls of feet pressing into the earth, gaze slightly forward, elbows pressing away, then towards the balls of the feet. Breathe. Just thinking about total engagement here, inner thighs, just feeling them fire, belly pulling into spine, doming in that upper back. Pure connection here. Another 20 seconds. Three, two, and rest. All right, coming up to stand. We're going to start in a side plank position. Side plank, side lunge, I apologize. And we're going to go from a side lunge, and what you want to think about here is as you come into that side lunge, that you're hinging your hip so that you're coming into that position, your hip sliding back, you're keeping your chest as high as you possibly can, and then you're going to come onto your left foot and balance. So you're going to do that for 20 seconds. You can rest for 10 or just go right into the other side. Then you'll come into that side lunge position, feeling that glute med fire, and then coming up onto your standing foot, finding that stability. Okay, here we go. We'll go in 5, 4, 3, 2, and then you're just rising up onto one foot, coming back down, and just getting clear with that transition, pressing in to the right foot, coming to balance. Perhaps it's a little tricky sometimes, but just noticing when you nail it, how that feels. Good, you're resting, switching to the other side, shifting to the side lunge, so moving from that hip crease, pressing into the lateral side of the foot, and then coming up to stand. Find that a little bit more acceleration off of that left foot helps me come to my balance point. We're balancing ball and heel of foot here. Good. Back to the first side. Really just getting those glute med muscles to really feel activation here. Having to balance and stabilize. And we're going. Good, rest. Other side, transferring over to the other hip, feeling that stability, ankle, knee, hip, pressing into left foot, balancing on right, coming back over. Just doing your best to stick to your landing. The other thing that we're looking at as we move from side to side here is doing our best to keep our pelvis level so that all the muscles on the standing leg get to be a part of holding you in that nice neutral position. And then we'll go to the other side. Good. Back to the other side, shifting in, and we're going. Good. Rest. Other side. 3, 2, 1, and begin. Just notice that your body's becoming more comfortable with this transition. Notice as you come into that side lunge position, what that reminds you of. We're in our frontal plane. This is our last round. Good. So we'll come back onto the right side. So when we're running, this is our front leg that stabilizes, right? So that back leg presses into the earth and then comes forward. We're stabilizing with this leg. That's what we're working on today, is a balance between the push of the back foot and stabilizing through the front hip. All right, transferring to the other side. This is our last round. And then begin. I may be on the wrong side, I apologize. 3, 2, and rest. Nice work. Okay, we're moving back into our workout now. So we'll come to the earth, and what we're going to do is we're going to start in half kneel position. So 90 in your front knee, 90 in your back knee. Set yourself up here. And what we're going to do is you're going to use your right hand to reach forward as you reach back with your left hand and open into a twist. And then you'll just come back to center. And as you reach that right hand forward, use that elbow on that left hand like you're pulling back a boat to open. And then just keep feeling that sense of twist in your upper body as you keep your lower body nice and sound. Reaching right arm forward, left leg back, The left leg is forward and right leg is back. And what you want to notice here is that you're hugging all of your energy into the middle of your body. Your navel's pulling into your spine. And then you're resting. So we'll go to the other side and do the same thing. This time, the left arm is going to reach forward and the right arm is reaching back. You can think about it like you're pulling back a bow with your right arm and opening into a twist while you keep your foundation sound. Then you'll come back. That right elbow is pulling back, the left arm's reaching forward, and you're coming into rotation. Notice all that integrity that you've created in your lower body to remain stable. So just feel that right elbow reaching back, left arm reaching forward, like you're pulling back a bow. One more time. Holding it there, coming back to center. Then you'll come to the earth. You'll lie on your back. Your knees are in line with your hips and your arms are in cactus. We're just going to work on our obliques here, recognizing the relationship between the bottom tip of our shoulder blade and our opposing oblique. So we're going to let our knees come over towards the right and we're going to press through the left shoulder blade. Navel into spine. Then we'll come back through center. Press through the right shoulder blade. Knees go to the left. We'll just move here from side to side, pressing into the shoulder, and then maybe letting the knees go a little bit further, feeling that relationship. Noticing if one side is easier than the other. Rest. And then come back up, front, left knee in front. Another round of twists. So really noticing that left elbow kind of pulling back like a bow and then opening into that twist. Coming back through center. So we've got the right arm coming forward and the left arm coming back. And when we think about running, our right arm and our left knee are moving forward in a contralateral pattern. So we're just exploring that pattern right now. Nice work. Just feeling the rhomboid engage on the left back. Good, rest, other side. Right foot forward. 90 in the front, 90 in the back, right heel hugging into left knee to right heel. And then holding that arrow back, opening. Coming back through center. And then feeling that left arm reach forward, right arm reach back. Doing your best to keep the shoulder away from the ear. That can be challenging. Keep feeling that integrity that you've created in your foundation. Last round. Reach. Good. Rest to the earth we go. Knees in line with hips. Arms to cactus. See if you can go a little deeper this time. Just exploring as you first press the left shoulder blade down to the earth and then let your knees come to the right. Navel into spine. Come back through center. Press right shoulder blade down into earth. Come to left. And back through center. Right, left shoulder blade on the earth. Good. Just feeling this true rotation in your spine. pressing into right, shoulder blade, knees, go to the left. Back to center. One more time so you can go a little deeper. Good. One more to the other side. And then come on up. Left knee in front. Right knee in back. 90-90. Get ready to draw the bow with the left arm and open. And then slowly come back to center. Draw the bow, open. And then back to center. Navel into spine. Draw the bow. Feel the obliques working to help you rotate here. Really important. It's coming from our deep core and then coming out into obliques to back body. So many muscles being used to create this rotation in our body. Wonderful. Other side. 90-degree in the front, 90-degree in the back. And just reaching your hands out in front of you. And then reach that elbow back. Work that bow, open. And come back through center. The elbow reaches back. Feel that expansion. Just feel that nice opening into self. Ten seconds. One more time. 3, 2, rest. All right, one more round of knee wipers. Yeah. And we're coming to cactus arms. And then you'll just let your knees come over to the right, feeling that nice foundation in that left shoulder blade, maybe trying to go a little deeper this time, coming back through center, and then other side. And then back up through center, another round. Nice work. All right, so we're coming up to stand and we're gonna work on our knee drive. So the idea here is that you've got your left leg is your standing leg here, and then you are going to find your balance. And I like to bring my arms out in front of me and then just maybe lean a little bit forward to bring my knee up and drive it forward. And then I'm reaching my arms forward, letting my back foot come to the ground. And all the while I'm stabilizing through this left hip and doing a little drive here. Then we'll come to the other side. Once again, reaching arms out and then bringing the leg back behind, and then as that knee drives. So just pay attention here to your standing leg and really create that stability, because this is what happens when we run is we come through and then we step. But we're not always as stable on that standing leg. And then finally, we'll come to the ground into a plank position and practice our knee drive with mountain climbers. So just driving knees in between the shoulders. Doing your best to stay nice and light. All right, here we go. We're going in 5. So we're just gonna start with that left foot forward. You're gonna feel that tack of the left hip back. And when you press the ball of the right foot in, you'll feel a little internal rotation to begin with. And then you're going. And then arms back, and then forward. Just noticing stability on that left leg, and then drive of the opposing knee forward. Using that core, and just pressing into the ball of the back foot like you would to push off when you're running. It's quite common that one side is going to be stronger than the other. So that's why we do these unilateral exercises to get our core firing, but also to just see if we have an imbalance. All right, other side. Nice work. So we'll go in 5, 4, 3, 2, and press and drive. So push and then drive that knee forward. Don't forget to find that stability on your right leg first. Notice if this side is stronger than the other. And then just pay attention to your foundation, how it feels. Good, rest. Plank pose. Coming into plank. We'll go in 3, 2, and begin. Driving one knee forward, then the other, mountain climbers. Feel the knees driving forward, coming from the core. Five, 4, 3, 2, rest. All right, nice work. Back to our knee drive. We'll go in 10, left foot forward. So start in more of a running position, chest lifted, external rotation on the front of the hip, press into the ball of the back foot, and then you're just gonna find a little bit more of that nice lean to really activate your core as you drive your right knee forward. Three, 2, rest. All right, other side. So right hip stable, that's that side lunge position. And then you're gonna press into the ball of your left foot. Feel a little internal rotation there. Hinge a little forward, and then drive the knee. Rest, all right. Good old mountain climbers. Press your hands into the ground And then press your hands away from each other to create that doming in your upper back. And then you're just driving your knees in between your shoulders. "15 seconds. 10, 3, 2, rest." All right. One more round. Here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, and begin. Knee drives. Just focusing on your standing leg, keeping that glute med engaged. Noticing how this would translate into your run or your walk. Rest. All right, other foot. Find your balance, stabilize. Chest lifts. Press into both back foot. 5, 4, 3, 2, and rest. All right. Last round of mountain climbers. Five, 4, 3, 2, and begin. Drive those knees in between your shoulders. Claw the earth. Ten seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, rest. All right. Core time under your back. We're going to start with rectus abdominis engagement on the top, and then we'll move to the bottom, and then we'll combine the two. All right, here we go. We're gonna start over. So what you're gonna do is glue your legs together. You're gonna tap your heels on the ground, and then you're gonna float your knees towards your heart and lift your tailbone off of the earth, and then lower it back down. So do your best not to use momentum, but just notice the lower rectus abdominis muscles firing here. Do your best to keep your legs glued together. Rest. Okay, now we're going to work on the upper rectus abdominis. So reach your arms above your head. And then what you'll do here is, as you reach fingertips towards knees, you'll peel your shoulders and your head off of the earth. Your arms will come in line with your ears, and then you'll lower down. If you want to up-level this, you could potentially bring your knees in line with hips, and then reach your fingertips, arms in line with ears, and then lower. And then reach, arms in line with ears, lower. Reach, arms in line with ears, and lower. And then just bring your knees in towards your chest and just practice rocking back and forth using as little momentum as possible. So just noticing what it feels like to rock back. Maybe find a point where you can balance, tap your heels, and then slowly come back. Tap, balance, maybe tap, balance again, and back. So just starting to notice and feel where your balance point is, keeping your chest lifted, feeling bottom tips of shoulder blades working here, lifting back up, lowering, and finding balance point. Heels come to earth. And then just take a moment here to find that balance point once again. Lower back down, rest. All right, we're back to our first one. So you'll glue those legs together, heels tap, and then knees come in towards chest, peel lower body off the ground, tap heels, peel, tap heels, peel, tap, peel, tap, peel, tap, peel, tap, peel, rest. All right, choose whether you want your feet on the ground or your knees in line with your hips, arms come above your head. And then reach arms in line with feet, then arms come in line with ears, lower down, reach, arms in line with ears, all the way down. Reach, arms in line with ears, all the way down. Reach, arms in line with ears. Notice that upper rectus abdominis firing here. Good. Okay, time for rolling fun. So just gentle roll. Find yourself on your sit bones. Feel your core fire. Maybe tap your heels. Slowly come back down. And then have fun with it. Play. Feel your inner thighs working here. Maybe tap your heels. Maybe lift back up. Maybe see what it feels like to extend the legs. Bend. Lower. Play. Just noticing how important our core is to our ability to move well, that transfer station, for everything working well to support us. Good. And then coming onto your back for one last round of core before we finish up with our last round. So heels will tap earth. Knees drag towards heart. Tailbone lifts. And then slowly lowering back down, tapping heels, knees up. Just noticing all the things that are working to allow this to happen. Some core stabilizers. Just finding some ease in the motion. And rest. All right, arms above your head. And then you'll just reach your arms towards your feet. Maybe your knees are in line with your hips here. Then arms in line with ears. On lower. Reach fingertips towards feet. Arms in line with ears. Lower. Reach. Arms in line with ears. Lower. Reach. Arms in line with ears. Lower. One more round. Reach. Arms in line with ears. Lower. All right. So now we get to bring it all together. So if you want, you can get a little bit more playful here and start to really rock forward and back and maybe exploring what it feels like to come up to stand. And then how do you come back down to the ground? And then how do you come back up to stand? And just listening to all the pieces and parts and the connection of your feet that help you make that transition. And ask yourself, what are you using? What does that take? Be playful. Feel the parts of your feet that are working, your core, what parts of your legs. And then come down to the ground. Nice work. All right. So we're coming up to stand. Last round. We're going to start with a curtsy to side lunge. So what that's going to look like is that you are going to stand and then step back behind you into a curtsy, and then you'll come over into a side balance. So you're in a curtsy, and then you're coming into a side balance. So it's a curtsy to side balance. Okay? So one-legged balance. So we'll do that on both sides, and then finally we'll come to the ground, come to our bellies. We'll peel our shoulders onto our back, and then we'll press to plank. And then we'll slowly lower. We'll really focus here on peeling the shoulders onto the back. I forgot that one point where you hover. So you really have to work here and then press, okay? All right, here we go. I'm gonna go in 10, 5, 4, 3, 2, and begin. So you're gonna curtsy, and then you'll transition to side lunge to a balance, one-legged balance. Curtsy, and then single leg balance. Curtsy, 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 good. other side. So we'll curtsy, and then we'll come to a single leg balance. Curtsy, single leg. Curtsy, single leg. Rest. All right. Peel, hover, rest. Here we go. So peel shoulders onto back, and then hover, engage core, and then press. And then lower elbows, release, peel, hover, press. Lower elbows, peel, hover, press. Bend elbows. Peel, hover, press. Lower elbows. Peel, hover, press. And then lower elbows. Peel, hover, and press. All right. Curtsy. So start in that nice standing position. And then you'll curtsy. And then you'll transfer into a single leg balance. Curtsy. Single leg balance. Curtsy. Single leg balance. Curtsy. Good. Rest. All right, other side. Here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, curtsy to balance. Three, 2, rest. All right, to the ground. Peel shoulders onto back. Hover, press. Bend elbows, lower. Peel shoulders onto back. Hover, press. Lower. Peel shoulders on the back. Hover, press. Lower. Shoulders onto back. Hover, press. Lower. Peel. Hover, press. Lower. Peel. Hover, press. Lower. Peel, hover, press. All right, one more round. Okay, here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, and curtsy to balance. Curtsy, balance. Rest. All right, so other side. 3, 2, and 1. Oops. Three, 2, rest. All right, last round. On the floor. Heel shoulders on the back, the belly and the spine. Hover, press. Slowly lower. Peel, hover, press. Slowly lower. Heel, hover, press. Slowly lower. Peel, hover, press. Slowly lower. Peel, hover, press. All right. Thanks for coming today. Have a good afternoon.